The moment I was raped and hacked to pieces, Maxwell Turner, my husband, and his mistress were making love in bed. He hung up my call for help, saying coldly, "Get away from me. Bitch, you make me sick. I won't look at you again even if you die." 10 days later, he personally dissected a female corpse that was put in a suitcase. The victim was raped and dismembered by the murderer without mercy. It was a deliberate act of revenge. However, Maxwell didn't notice that the victim was his wife, Lena Turner. After killing me, the murderer put me in a suitcase and then threw me into the river. Exactly 10 days later, the suitcase containing my body drifted downstream. Then, it was blocked by a huge bridge pier and ran aground on the river beach. Soon, the police formed a cordon around here. At this time, my soul had already left my body and floated in the air. I was just looking at the 24-inch suitcase covered in mud. The body in the suitcase let out a terrible smell. Until now, I realized that my body would look so disgusting after I was dead. Among a group of policemen, my husband got out of a car carrying a toolbox. He walked through the crowd and entered the cordon. Maxwell, the youngest and most promising forensic doctor in the city, had assisted the police in solving several major cases. The judgment the forensic doctors made on the crime scene would affect the initial direction of the investigation. So he often analyzed the evidence on the spot. He asked as he put on his gloves, "Did anyone else move the suitcase?" A gust of wind blew over from the shore, and the smell in the air was revolting. Several policemen couldn't help retching and even didn't dare to look at my body. After confirming that nobody had moved it, Maxwell bent down and waved his hand to drive the flies away. Seeing the shabby blue coat, he paused for a while. Later, his brows furrowed. I was afraid that he would recognize me. After all, the coat was a birthday present he bought me last year. Unfortunately, he just frowned, unzipped my clothes, and then put his hands on my abdomen. The intestines are filled with gas. Judging by my dress, Maxwell roughly determined the time of my death. She has been dead for 5 to 10 days. Next, my body was carried on a stretcher, put into a black body bag, and sent back to the police station. During this time, his phone rang. Seeing the message, Maxwell smiled slightly and replied immediately, "Mia darling, come back soon. I miss you so much." "Maxwell, okay, wait for me." As he sent the voice message, it sounded very gentle. When I was alive, he never sent me any voice messages. He used to merely respond HM. All of a sudden, I felt a pang of sadness in my heart. I wondered if Maxwell and the woman were in love during this time when I was away. As soon as Maxwell returned to the police station, Bob White, the police captain, patted him on the shoulder. "Maxwell, don't work overtime tonight. Spend more time with Lena at home. You two are a couple." When my name was mentioned, Maxwell was disgusted. "Mr. White, don't mention her. I'm done with her. I've already sent her the divorce agreement." Bob sighed, "Hey man, don't be so stubborn. How about talking with her more? Why do you have to get a divorce? Is it because of Mia?" Maxwell frowned and interrupted right now. "It's none of her business. It is Lena who goes too much. I've given her a chance, but she, well, as a normal man, I can't tolerate it." Bob still insisted, "I don't think Lena will cheat on you. Is there any misunderstanding?" At this time, a police officer delivered an express delivery. To be precise, it was just a box with the sender and recipient handwritten on it. The sender's name was exactly mine. Maxwell was about to throw the box away with a look of utter disgust. Yet Bob had already opened the express package. Then he could smell the blood. Seeing what was inside, he was shocked. Inside the box was a bloody finger and a photo. Maxwell picked the finger up with an evidence bag. The fingers are fake, and the blood is red paint. As for the photo, it was taken by a film camera. The picture showed it our room covered with shining fluorescent lights. It looked like a starry sky? Bob took a look and felt confused. "What does it mean?" Maxwell snorted. "Lena always likes playing this trick. What's wrong with her? It's really disgusting." Bob asked in confusion, "But what does this bloody finger mean? Could something have happened to Lena? I don't buy it. She must try to